And the kid wins it. The kid wins it for Chelsea. Liverpool dunked on by an 18-year-old Brazilian kid, talented kid, I must say. But how many people knew of this kid before? I mean, like, honestly, defending champions Liverpool, all that noise. You could not beat a depreciated Chelsea team. You could not beat Gittins, who came in and subbed for Garnacho that everybody says cannot play. You had Reece James in centre back by the end of this game. On the Liverpool side, you had all your hard-hitting forwards. You even subbed halfway through the game and brought in your £116 million player Florian Wirtz to do what? To do one backheel pass? Look, I said this at the beginning of the season on a lot of streams that I went to. I said Liverpool is forward heavy. The one thing that is going to be their problem is one calamity in defense and they're done. I kept on saying this. At the very beginning of the season, I said, you've shored up your front line. You definitely will score goals. The question is, can you defend those leads? We saw it against I think it was Bournemouth in your first game of the season, right? When you gave up a 2-goal lead and Bournemouth came back and scored 2 more goals, even though you won 4-2. That was the blueprint. And I must say something that is probably going to annoy a lot of Liverpool fans. I know you guys you don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it. You know how, like, when I'll use Arsenal as an example, when Arteta came in halfway through the season and then went on to win a trophy. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to compare trophies, but he won a trophy with the squad. What everybody said was it wasn't his squad, it wasn't his trophy. That does not belong to him because those were not his players. I can say the same thing now for Arne Slot. I can say the same thing. Last season's Premier League does not belong to Arne Slot. It belongs to the players. It belongs to the Mohamed Salahs, the Jotas, may his soul rest in peace. It belongs to all those players who Klopp left behind. In fact, last season's Premier League belongs to Klopp. Now that he has brought in his own players, and embedded them in the team, and he's trying to solidify his own formation and his own style of play, now we can judge Arne Slot. Liverpool fans are going to hate this, but that's the truth. It's the same. Now, this is where I'm just bantering you, but it's the same energy that you give. But let's forget that. But let's just talk about today's game. Liverpool did not look like they were going to win that game. They did not look like, even from the very beginning, with an already, like, thin back line that Chelsea filled it today by their shield. Then he gets injured and he's taken out. Like, I'm looking at the Chelsea backline and I'm just like, who are these guys? Like, what are we doing here? And you have the likes of Isak on the field. You have the likes of McAllister on the field, You have the likes of Mo Salah on the field. Gakpo scored, yeah, but he looked terrible the whole game. He looked terrible the whole game, even though he scored. You had firepower. I remember being on the stream a couple of weeks ago and I said, I think Liverpool has the best forward line, right? And the reason I said they have the best forward line, as far as I'm concerned, is because I think that Liverpool players know they all have end product. They know how to put the ball in the back of the net. The Isaks, the Mo Salahs, the Ekitikes, the Gakpos, any single one of their forward line players has numbers behind them. Like, they know how to put the ball in the back of the net. We didn't see that today. We did not see that today. We saw a Chelsea team that Maresca set up to just come out there and destroy you, Liverpool. So yes, Liverpool, all that noise that you guys have been making, right? All that noise, 5-5. Here we are now, 3 games back-to-back losses. Remember, I told you guys, I said, you're finding ways to win. Signs of a champion. I agree. Champions do that all the time. Whenever, they're not playing well, you find a way to win. But if you don't fix up on time, and you think that your last-minute winners are going to carry you throughout the season till December, and then you come back after the break or international break, and that's when you start firing on all cylinders, it's not going to happen. It's not. Sadly, we are beginning to see it. I'm not going to say much right now. I'm just going to leave it at that. Liverpool fans are going to be livid at today's game. And rightly so. Rightly so. Arne Slot, I don't know what you're doing. I will just say one thing to the defense of Arne Slot today. I heard Liverpool fans say he needs to revert back to the midfield that won him the league last season. And he reverted back to that midfield in your first half. And that midfield did him no good in the first half. So, yes, whether you guys like it or not, there is it time we start saying that Liverpool has a crisis? Can we start saying that there is fire on the mountain now? Can we start saying that? All right, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I know you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my God, why am I dissing the team?" But hey, I'm not dissing them. I'm just calling it out for what it is, my opinions. And so, like the video, share, subscribe. I will see you guys soon.